amazing Red Bull athlete Kyra joins us. It's Singapore at night time in Singapore. Nice and
Mm-hmm.
early here in Toronto. Hi.
Hello, good morning to you.
You're just back from Argentina. You're doing your quarantine now?
Exactly. I have 10 days at home, stay home quarantine, so nothing much to do now.
Are you bored yet, or have you got plenty to keep you occupied?
Plenty to keep me occupied. I'm busy training and thinking, I mean, not training, but exercising and trying to think of moves and everything so that I can get prepared for the World Cup in April.
Right. World Cup coming up in Belgium, back in the
Mm-hmm.
indoor skydiving. Kyra, this last week in Argentina, it was blowing my mind every day. Tell me all about it. How did it come about?
It was crazy. So basically, Carlos, he's like the marketing manager in Red Bull. He was telling me about this cool project that was gonna happen. Like I was there last year in about fall, and I was like, okay, that seems about cool because I just gotten my skydiving license. So I was like, it'd be cool if I can join. And then fast forward, it's finished. The camp is done. It was an amazing camp. We had over 26 different athletes from all around the world and different air sports. Like there was hang gliding, base jumpers, wingsuiters, just normal skydivers, uh, pilot athletes, and everything, paragliders, and literally all air sports. So it was really fun to be there, and I learned so much.
And you got to try a few different air sports. I mean, tell me what you were doing.
hmm So, I mean, my main focus of going there was to do a lot of skydiving because I only have about 150 jumps. So, to be amongst like all of the best skydivers, I really wanted to take the opportunity to learn as much from them. But unfortunately, there was some days that there was quite low clouds as well as very strong winds. So, I mean, I guess I know my limits and I didn't want to push myself that day. So, I just decided to try different sports. I tried a tandem paraglide with a guy called Igor. He's from Russia and he's super good. And I also got to try different planes out. I got to try this plane called the Alpha Trainer as well as the Extra 300, which goes like all the different kind of maneuvers, which was amazingly crazy. And I got to do a lot of ground handling with the paragliders and the hang gliders as well. So yes.
So how many jumps have you got now? About 150.
I have 154 now.
Incredible. I mean, your skills are just in. I mean, watching those videos, you and Maya together in the sky. I mean, we've seen you in the tunnel first time, of course. We've seen you in the sky together. Really, very something special indeed. Tell me about those jumps.
It was crazy. I mean, Maya was there with me, and we just thought that it would be an amazing opportunity if we try to fly some stuff outdoor because I mean, everyone loves freestyle, and if you put it in the sky, I think it'll be something very fun for us to work on as well as for other people to see. So we only had, I think we did about 5 or 6 jumps together. That was all because we were trying to fly with many people, but we really got to, I don't know, try it out to see how it looks like in the sky. And we really hope that we will be able to do a project together in the sky in the future, or maybe tunnel in the sky, because I think there's a lot of things that we can do on our own. So I think that there's a lot of things we can do together.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What about, would you consider competition, outdoor freestyle competition? Is that in your mind?
I really want to do outdoor competitions, but I think for me, when I compete in something, I need to make sure that I'm super prepared.
Right.
And I only have 150 jumps, and I don't even have a camera person from my own country. So now my main goal is to be able to fly like almost everything in the sky because I'm still learning how to like belly track. So I think I'm taking it step by step, but it's definitely one of the big aims. I would like to be a world champion in the sky one day.
Yeah. Good. Hey, I would like to track better. I've been doing it 30 years, and I would like to do it better as well. But
Yes.
I was just thinking, like you and Maya, well, that couldn't be an international team because you've got to be the same country, right? Yeah.
No, it has to be in the same country. And I'm not sure that both of us would give up any of our country because I'm quite patriotic. But I think there are some competitions, smaller ones, that we don't really need to represent a country.
Right.
So maybe if I train more and I'm able to go to Europe for a while and get more jumps in, that's definitely something we might think about.
You can imagine like two teams, one where one team is you filming Maya and the other team is Maya filming you.
Exactly. I mean, like we're
medals.
quite yeah, she has much more jumps than me. I think she has 600 plus. But I mean, we get along really well, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. I think it has a lot of potential. So yeah.
Wow. So it's been a crazy couple of years, not much competition indoor. So you're getting your focus back now to the indoor stuff. I know Josh is
Yes.
down there in Singapore, isn't he?
Yes, Josh is in Singapore right now. He just finished a tunnel camp. It's actually really, really sad because I wanted to take part with my sister in the World Cup for two-way because Ishan, my previous partner, she retired from competing. But the very unfortunate thing is they actually changed the rules now, and you have to be 15 in order to compete for the Open, which is crazy because we're trying to grow the sport. So it's quite sad to see how they're like segregating us when if more of us are together, it grows the sport even more. So they are in the junior category now, but at the moment, I don't think that there is many junior teams. So I'm really praying that more junior teams will take part, because if there isn't, then my sister can't compete at all. So it's a big problem now, and I don't know, whoever's watching, if you guys are a junior team, please take part.
Yeah.
So at least my
You know,
sister can represent the country too.
what's the thinking behind that of restricting people from being in an open team? And what I don't understand the benefit. I don't understand the restriction.
I mean, I think when I was talking to some of them, they're saying that competing is very, very stressful. And for a child that's, I mean, I guess below 15, it might be mentally challenging. But I think, like, I mean, I've been competing since the age of like 11. And honestly, it really depends from person to person. And I love competing. And I think that since I started competing really young, it has actually made me a much better sportsman and has made me the person I am today. So I'm not sure where they're going with it, but I get it. If it's a World Cup and they want to make it more serious, like with more adults, then they're separating, because in freestyle, in order to compete for open, you have to be 15, and that was always the rule. So maybe they just wanted to apply it for the two-way as well. But it's silly, but I mean,
I should I should invite Ron onto the show and we can find out and get the info. So what you're focusing on then? Have you got your routine in your head, or are you still working on it and thinking about it?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna start training when I get out of quarantine, because the past few months I mean, since this year started, I've only been doing outdoor skydiving. I mean, from the planes. So now when I come out of quarantine, it's really focused. I have canceled all my plans, and every day is just train, 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 train. And hopefully I'll have about a good 1.5 months before the competition. So I think that would be enough time.
At your level of flight, at your level of expertise in the air, how much difference do you feel wearing the rig? Does it make a big difference, or do you kind of switch it off quite easily?
I think for me, a lot of people are quite surprised that I'm able to do my moves, especially since I have very little jumps. But I think for me, what my mom has always told me since I was young, it is not the equipment that you wear, it's the flyer. So if I'm good enough, I should be able to ignore it and still perform my tricks. So I mean, that's what I always have in my mind. And if I can't do it in the sky, I just think that I have to improve myself. So it doesn't really matter to me, but I really want to start focusing on the canopy more, because in Argentina, I mean, being with a bunch of really amazing people, it has inspired me and has like made me learn that the canopy is not just to get me from the top down safely, but it's actually a whole different sport on its own. So I'm getting more interested in it. And I want to practice more on my canopies and hopefully downsize a little bit. And then hopefully my rig will be smaller and I can fly more easily as well.
I think on 150 jumps, I was still landing on my face.
I mean, I did a canopy course with Pete Alum, and he's an amazing guy. I mean, he has so much experience. So I mean, being able to learn from him was just really eye-opening, and I think that I learned a lot. So it was really helpful. I'm very grateful that I have like so many people to be inspired by, like since the start of my career outdoors.
And this Red Bull sponsorship is such an amazing thing for young athletes like yourself. Tell me what it means to you. What does it mean to you having this backing behind you?
I guess it's just a really good platform to get so many amazing opportunities. I think definitely the one thing that Red Bull has given me is like opportunities that I would never have gotten like on my own. Being able to be with this bunch of people. I mean, I have it like right next to me actually, like I'm just looking at it like while I was talking to you, like the list of people that was here with me. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
Like it's all of them. But I mean, when I got into the hotel and I saw like who was coming to the camp, I mean, these are all the people that I've watched since I was like small, you know. So to be able to be in a group with them, let alone like get to learn from them and fly with them. I think it's something that I would never have gotten the opportunity without Red Bull. And yeah, I think I'm super grateful. And for me, when I compete, I already give myself a lot of pressure. So a lot of people think that like wearing this cap or having the helmet gives me additional stress, but I always just have my mind into it. So to be honest, I'm just super grateful to have them. Yeah.
Are you watching the Olympics right now? You must have an inside track into the mind of those people competing. You must feel for them, right?
It's super cool. So I was just watching Eileen Gu. She's like an Asian, she represents China.
Yes.
And she is competing and she just won the gold medal for skiing.
Yes.
So I thought that was super inspiring because she's only a year younger than me and she's also a Red Bull athlete. So I was watching her documentary on Red Bull TV and I thought it was super cool on one hand how I found her super like inspiring at such a young age. But then also I realized like when I saw her wear the cap, I was like, oh, I have the cap too. Like
Right.
it's quite cool that there's so many young people in Red Bull as well. And like whoever I find her inspiring, it feels like I can be the inspiration for other younger kids. So
And
I think hopefully
you're a massive inspiration for many people, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah. So you got the Worlds in Belgium, and anything planned for after that coming up, Kyra?
I really want to hopefully make some plans with Maya to do some outdoor free flying together and to have that filmed. I think it'll be something that's super cool for us to explore. And I really want to skydive after the World Cup in April because from now to then I'm just going to be flying in the tunnel all day. And obviously I love to fly in the tunnel, but this year I finally have like this whole new arena being open to me with outdoor flying and canopy flying. So I really want to get better at that, I think. Yeah.
Good. Well, I wish you all the success. I hope you manage to get through quarantine without going too crazy and enjoy the training.
Thank you.
And we'll be watching.
And thank you for asking me for this interview. It was a great timing. I was like, I have nothing to do anyway.
Yeah,
So it's nice to have an update. Yeah.
Well, listen, thanks for joining us. Almost your bedtime, I think, and I think I might go back to bed for a few hours. I'm tired, but have a great time, Kyra. It's good to catch up with you and see you soon.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.